Morning guys, welcome back to Carport Autos on a cold day. It says -3 on the dashing band, so cold. Another video on the Fiat 500 pop diesel non-runner, crap engine. Yeah, obviously left it in the last one where we'd struggling to get injectors out, so we just made the decision to get another engine, basically a lot easier. We found one thanks to a subscriber, Chris. If you're watching, you know who you are. Put us in touch with a guy in Stoke that he's obviously used in the past, and yeah, we went last night and picked up that engine, and we're going to spend the next few days trying to swap them out. Dave's on his way down with the engine. It's in the back of his van. So yeah, spin you around. Obviously we'll need an engine hoist. I mean, you could probably do it without it. It'd be a lot more struggle, but Dave's got a friend who has a engine hoist, so we have borrowed that. All this here, this is just all stuff for Dave's van. He's got some better seats, and in his van he's got manual windows. It's got winders on it, so he's got some he's basically got some electric windows and door cards for it, so we've got to pop them in once we've done. So yeah, he's on his way down. Just got the heater going. I'm gonna close the garage door, get some heat in here, and then when he comes down, we'll make a start on de-stripping bits off this and getting this engine in a state that we can actually take it out. So yeah, we'll catch you in a bit and see how it goes. Right guys, day one, start of engine removal and replacement. So obviously I'm not the brains behind this is Dave. What we're going to start with, obviously we did originally start taking some bits off around the engine, so we're going to remove hoses, whatever needs removing, wiring, whatever needs removing. We've obviously got exhaust to remove, drive shafts, and then we've got engine mount. There's the gearbox mount, and I believe there's a mount at the back, under well, somewhere around back.
Yes.
And then when we get to that position, we're going to wheel this out, bring the engine hoist in, build that up, and then get it prepared for removal and see how that goes. We're obviously going to remove it with the engine and gearbox together, and then when we take it off, there are some bits that we have to swap over from this engine to the other engine that the other engine hasn't got. So we've got cat, did you say? Cat turbo, starter motor. Is there anything else? Alternator. Bits like that we have to swap over. So don't think I've ever removed an engine before, have you?
We did it in Corrado, but with that we just left it on the subframe and lifted the
oh yeah, we did, yeah,
car up and out.
So we've kind of removed an engine, but we've never removed and replaced before, have we?
Not as yet, no.
So this is we're engine swap virgins. so it's either going to go really well or it's going to go disastrously wrong, but I've got George Michael on my side. I've got a bit of faith, so we'll take it from there. And obviously we are in a confined and cramped space, so we can't film absolutely everything, but we'll cut in periodically. See how it goes. Let's crack on. Right, quick update on progress. Fuel filters off, expansion tanks off, everything connected around this side looks like it's off. Around this side we've disconnected the wiring from the main fuse here and here. So that's all loose. We've disconnected the what did you say?
Gear
linkage cables. Earth strap has been taken off. We've taken off a couple of pipes up front around here just for better access, plus they were going anywhere. We've drained it of oil. We're just about to drain it of gearbox oil, because obviously we have to take the drive shafts out, and if you don't drain it of oil when you take the drive shafts out, you basically just got leaks everywhere and big pools of gearbox oil. After that, we just got to keep checking. No, I'm not saying that. Just got to keep checking all that and then to make sure everything's disconnected, and then we'll probably bring the crane in, start putting that together and getting it ready. The only other thing that we've probably got to do before we put crane on is take exhaust off.
Yes, well I think that's already disconnected.
But yeah, but other than that, we've not really. We say going okay.
We're going there slowly
but surely. Update you in a bit. Alright, quick update. We've drained it of oil. We attempted to turn to the gearbox oil, but there didn't seem to be much in it, so that might be a little bit of a worry. Engine crane is in. The car is in the garage. We are now going to do the drive shafts. As you can see, we are very limited space in here, so we can't film it, but we'll like as we have been doing, we'll update you as we can. Long time no cutting. Right, we're not actually taking it out just yet. What we've done, we've said it before, drain oil, drain gearbox oil. The drive shaft is out of the gearbox on this side. On this side, we're struggling to get it out from underneath, so we need to actually take it off at the hub. But we need a 36mm socket, and we haven't got one at the moment, so it's going to have to be tomorrow when Dave comes down, because he's got one at his. So yeah, I think that's pretty much, we've just got it on here ready, because after taking that drive shaft out, we believe
should be ready to go. So obviously once we've done that and took the drive shaft out on this side, this engine mount will come off, the gearbox mount there will come off, and Dave's just getting a bit of penetrating fluid to help it along. The mount that's underneath, is that out, or is
that's out?
That's out. And we think we've got everything, but there'll more than likely be something that we've missed. But as it's coming out, it'll be easier to see. We'll be able to take it out. So yeah, we'll leave it here. We'll come back tomorrow and see how we do taking it out. Crack on. Right, following day, and as you can see, engine is out. There were only a couple of things we missed taking it off, and that was just the pipe for the heater matrix. Other than that, we managed to get everything. We had to take it out with the drive shaft on, and now we've got the drive shaft out. All we've got to do now is start stripping bits off this engine that we need to put onto other engines, like alternator, starter motor, air filter, turbo, cat, and then obviously the gearbox itself. So we'll and obviously as we're going through, we'll see if there's any other damage, split pipes, etc., and replace as needed. So yeah, we'll crack on. Right, engine. That's the engine that was in the car, that's now out. Starting to strip bits off that, put it onto the replacement engine. Now what we've got to swap over, we have got to swap the cat and the turbo over. We've got to swap alternator over and the starter motor. We've obviously got to put the gearbox on, and that's got a clutch and a clutch plate on it, but we'll have a look at that when we get to it. We've also got to take the wiring off of that one and put on to that one. Did you set thermostat?
Thermostat housing needs swapping.
Thermostat housing needs swapping, and then I think that'll be it, isn't it? Well,
so.
it as in, and then all we gotta do is have a quick tidy up, get that prepped to go onto crane, but obviously we'll stick that in we'll get it out of here so we can get this one craned up, ready to put back into the car, which probably won't be in this video, but we'll crack on, see how we get it, how we do, and yeah, chaos, but organised chaos. Crack on. Right, just an update. We're just about to finish for the day because I've been on it quite a while. You might slate us for it, but we've never done one of these before. We've had to take off a bit more than we thought, but this is the engine that's going in. We've taken the clutch off, and surprisingly the clutch has got quite a lot of meat left on it, but we've had to change the thermostat housing over, the vacuum pump over, because there's a few bits extra that come off our engine compared to this one, so we've swapped them over. Obviously, as you can see, we've got the fuel lines back in position here. We've just got the rest of that's plug in. We've got the cat and the turbo off the old one. We've just got to put that back on, but we need to just get a few more Jubilee clips, because if you know Fiat engines, they put them rather silly clips on that you have to break off to get them off.
Still got those two to change.
And we've still got those two to change, because on this engine, which is the one coming off, as you can see, these are the ones that go into the heater matrix, and that is completely different. And the other one, it's straight, because on that one, that came out of a Fiat Punto. Obviously this is a 500. So we're just finishing up now, and then yeah, we'll get back on it tomorrow and see how far we get. Right, following day, we've mounted the electrics on this bit now. What we're doing at the moment, we're just going to change these two pipes over, which are for the heater matrix. You saw earlier that one of them is this shape, but with this one we're going to have to cut it down, because on here this pipe is metal from here all the way round here, but on that one it's metal from about here, and then it's piped the rest of the way. So rather than just change the pipe over, because everything's in position, it's going to be a nightmare, we're just going to cut this pipe. I'll take this pipe off and cut the other pipe down. Once we've done that, we're going to put gearbox on, starter motor and then alternator on, and then see how we go. So cut in a bit. So update, this is the old engine, gearbox is off. Now, the only thing we've noticed is, or that we need to get is slave cylinder, in it.
Yes.
The clutch slave cylinder, I'll show you that in a second, is foobar. Just cleaning flywheel up and the clutch plates, and obviously we'll just get inside a gearbox a quick once over. But in regards to clutches, we're using, is this the one out of
Off the new engine.
yeah, this is the one off the replacement engine, and we're going to go with that because it's actually got more meat on it than the one that's come out, which is this one. Come off, you bugger. So they look the same, but when you get to rivets, these are there's more meat on this one, so we're going to go with this one to put back in. Release bearing is fine. I'll just show you the slave cylinder. So yeah, as you can see, it's foobar, so we need to get another one of these. It is a Sunday, but there is a Motor Factors near us open, and we're going to go and see if they've got one in. If not, then that's something we'll have to do tomorrow. Just nip to Chesterfield Auto Supplies, because that seems to be the best place. But yeah, we're just going to put the clutch back on, and then gearbox on, and then just be able to put. We've not put the alternator and starter motor on yet. And obviously, starter motor is best putting on when gearbox is on, and the alternator is best to be put on after the starter motor, because it gives you better access to the bolts. So yeah, cut in a bit. Right, update. Wiring all on. Gearbox is on. Now we had to change. We were going to put the clutch from the engine we've got, or we bought, but we couldn't, because when we measured them, it was the one that on the current is smaller. So we changed the flywheel and the clutch and clutch plate over. Gearbox is on. Alternator is on. Starter motor is on. Now, being a Sunday, there's a few things we need. We tried to get them from us local Motor Factors, but they don't carry them. So we need a slave cylinder for gearbox. We need auxiliary belt, a track rod end, and gearbox oil. So we're going to get them from Auto Supplies tomorrow. I think that's all. Oh, we need. Do you reckon they'll have the copper washers for the things?
Seals for the injectors.
Seals for injectors, because these two injectors we need to put back in, and we've been kindly given some by the guy we bought the engine off, which are there. So all being well, we can't put the cat and turbo on until it's in the car, because there's a pipe that goes underneath from the cat to the exhaust, and it'll be easier to do it when the engine's in the car, because it attaches to that. Then we just got gearbox, drive shafts to put in once it's in. Battery and mount, both mounts. We should be good. That's just a pile of bits we don't need. And I think that's it. We're not going to get this in this video. It's quite a lengthy video already with all these cuttings explaining. So we're going to end that video here. Hopefully in the next video we'll have this in, and we may even attempt a start. But obviously there is we need to get service bits for it as well. Fuel filter, oil filter, and yeah, try and go for a start. So we'll end this one here. Like, subscribe and share. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It is free of charge. Smash that like button, help us with the algorithm, and we'll see you in the next one.